Good evening, everyone. This is Shane from Liberty Under Attack. Also, you may notice me from the BFD group, maybe 3%ers as well. I'm the state leader for Illinois. Pretty much the reason I'm broadcasting this is to share some thoughts, opinions, some updates on what I've been doing. It's been a lot in the past couple of weeks. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. By the way, this is my third take of this. YouTube kind of, I don't know what happened, but we'll try our third time, see how it goes. Wanted to give you all an update on my radio show. It was originally going to be on January 2nd or 3rd, that Friday or Saturday, but I've since pushed that up quite a bit. I don't have a preliminary date yet, but I'm hoping the next month. No date set. I mean, I could get extremely busy with school and work, but I mean, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping I can get this out as soon as possible because this is stuff that everyone needs to hear. Some of the stuff we'll be talking about has not been discussed. I'm going to go ahead and safely say 20 years, 15 years, 15 years probably. So give you a little rundown of what to expect from the show, at least the first few episodes, because I have a few really good ones planned. Not finished, but planned. First and second episode will be on Bill Cooper. If you haven't heard of him, I suggest you find out about him. And if you don't, by the time I broadcast, you will hear plenty about him, and you will go look for him yourself. I'll be reading out of his book quite a bit. It's called Behold a Pale Horse. And I'll be supplementing that with some clips from his radio show, which everyone needs to hear. They need to hear his radio show. They need to read his book. I mean, he's the reason I'm here right now. So, I'm going to be looking at some of his predictions, which most have come true. And if they haven't, they will. I guarantee you that. I mean, just some of his philosophical views on a lot of things are just so spot on. So it'll probably be the first two episodes. The third episode will be Thomas Mix, A Plan of Action. If you don't know about Thomas, he's probably the best constitutionalist in America right now. He's on the road talking to militias, trying to get places where he needs to be. Doesn't have the financial backing that he needs. I mean, he's someone to look at. His website's Common Sense to Me, CommonSenseToMe.com. Recommend you all go there and look. His constitutional views are spot on, especially in relevance to what's going on today. If you want to learn about the Constitution, he's the one to look for, to talk to. I'm hoping to have him on the air for this third episode as well. But as I stated, he's in a location where he can get on the internet and he's financially backed. He will do it. He's more than willing to do it. Just kind of relies on the timing. If he's not on then, he'll be on the next episode. If not, then the one after that. I mean, he's someone that everyone needs to hear out. His plan of action is probably the best I've ever come across. Looked at quite a lot. I looked at Operation American Spring a lot, and that one had just flaws from the get-go. Not degrading what those people were trying to do. There's a lot of them that really, really thought that it would work. And they were going to give their life for it, and I salute them for that, but it was not the right thing to do, honestly, for a lot of reasons. I won't get into that here. The next episode I planned is it's called Martyrs. There's a link on, or there's a tab on the website libertyunderattack.com. Discusses various people that have been blatantly killed by the government for stuff that they know or stuff that they did. Bill Cooper is one of them on that website. Michael Hastings, a journalist from Rolling Stone. Martin Luther King, which just recently it's come out that the federal government had a part in his death. Stanley Meyer, SEAL Team 6, the one that raided Bin Laden's compound. 20 of them got on a helicopter and they are dead now. I mean, there's just so many of them. You'd fill up probably a month's broadcast with them, but we'll see how it goes. Um, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there that I'm going to talk about that no one really has. I mean, they've touched on them, but to go in depth with all these people, Terrence Yeeke, the first responder at the Oklahoma City bombing. I mean, there's so many of them, and I'm not going to give any more information right now. If you want to do your own research, I welcome you to do that, and I hope you do that. But if not, you will find out, and it will blow your mind, some of the stuff you hear. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. I'm not scared. This truth needs to get out. It really does. It needs to get out, and I'll do anything in my power to get it out. Hope I'm not talking to myself, but it's definitely possible that when I start my show, I'll be talking to myself. Let's hope that's not the case, but you know, I guess we'll see. I'll move on. There's a couple issues that I wanted to discuss, in short, hopefully. One of those is democracy. This is a buzzword that's been thrown around quite a bit recently. Democracy. What is democracy? Got to get our democracy back. We're losing our democracy. We're going to spread democracy. Freedom! You know, I don't think it's what you think it is, quite honestly. I really don't. I'm not going to explain it in detail right now, but I'll just give you a couple quotes from some very famous people. I don't know how they're famous, but we'll discuss that later. Vladimir Lenin. Democracy is indispensable to socialism. Hear that? Democracy is indispensable to socialism. I enunciate that well enough? Indispensable is socialism. Karl Marx, Communist Manifesto. Which we're actually living under about 8 out of 10 of those main aspects right now, but most of you probably don't know that. Democracy is the road to socialism. It makes sense. It makes sense now, doesn't it? We're spreading democracy. We're spreading socialism. We're becoming a democracy. We probably are, honestly. We're becoming more and more of a socialist state every single day. So yeah, they're actually telling us the truth. For once. But it's still not the truth because they're not calling it what it is. They're letting you do that. They're letting you spread the buzzword around. Stop doing that. You're talking in their language. You patriots and patriot groups that are calling us a democracy. Stop it. You're not helping the cause. If you're fighting for democracy, what are you fighting for? You're not fighting for the constitutional republic back. You're fighting for democracy. You're fighting for socialism. Stop. Stop. It's not a hard concept. You can look right back to the founders. What have you writ? A republic, if you can keep it. It doesn't say a democracy, if you can keep it. A republic. Do you get it? Do you get it? I really hope you do. We are not a democracy. Democracy is mob rule. We are not a democracy. Never have been. Never were going to be. We might become a democracy, socialist, but we weren't that. Never were. Stop saying it, please. I'd also like to say we should be very wary of conservative and anti-Obama groups. Yeah, I don't like Obama. I don't like Bush. I don't like Reagan. I don't like Nixon. I don't like FDR. I don't like any of them. They're strictly anti-Obama, and that's all they talk about. You need to be very careful about that. They don't understand the root of the problem. If they did, they would not be talking about only Obama. It's gone back a lot longer than most of you realize. Bush signed the Patriot Act. Obama extended it with NDAA. Reagan. More people came across the border in Reagan's administration than in Obama's. On top of that, the war on drugs. Nancy Reagan was very vocal about that. Nixon was too. Back to the signing of the United Nations Charter in 1945. that pretty much usurped the Constitution itself. It put us under international law. If you haven't read it, I suggest you do, because you're missing out on a lot. UN Child's Act, UN Child's Rights. Look at it. And some of the stuff that DCFS has been doing will make a whole hell of a lot of sense. I mean, before I get really into this stuff, I'll go ahead and just recommend you guys join the BFD group. It's working in concert with Thomas Mix's plan of action. It's the only solid plan I've seen, and it's the only plan I probably will see, because most of you aren't doing anything. You're just talking, and that's not going to help us. They are using is United States is a corporation. The United Nations is a subsidiary of the United States Corporation. Every largest city and state is registered under a DUNS number. Dun and Bradstreet. Look it up. This ain't a joke. This is true. It's fact. It's documented. Sourced. You can do it yourself. I'll show you how. I'll give you the link. Actually, I'm not going to do that, because you'll think I gave you a fake link or something like that. They're using their corporate and contract law, bring them back into our constitutional law, and then we win. We restore our republic, we restore the Constitution. Would also recommend you join the 3%ers. 3%ers, the main goal for them is to get people prepared. Learn about prepping, learn about Second Amendment, learn about firearms, self-defense. Get organized in your community. I'm the team leader for Illinois. I need people in my area. I need people all over Illinois. I need leaders in different areas of the state. We need to get organized. It doesn't have to be conspiratorial. It has to be the fact that we're prepared, we're organized, we're in communication. What's bad about that? There's not a single thing that's bad about that. So yeah, join 3%ers. I mean, obviously it's about learning the truth and getting our country back, but it goes a lot further than that. Get you organized in your community, which no communities are organized nowadays. Maybe one or two, but for the most part, you don't even talk to your own damn neighbors. And that's the truth. So, I guess I'll end with just saying I really hope that I get some viewers on my radio show. Not for me. I don't care about me. I spend most of my time trying to educate everybody else. Stuff I'll talk about needs to be heard. It really does. Needs to be heard. People need to start listening to Bill Cooper more. He's the only one that tells you, don't believe him. Don't believe me. Go do your own research. Find out for yourself. Actually, do your own research. Don't go to a couple websites and call it good. That's not researching. Join BFD group. Join the 3%ers. Start educating yourselves. You can't fight a war if you don't know the enemy. And the enemy is not Obama. The enemy is the people who are controlling Obama, who controlled Bush, who controlled Reagan, controlled Clinton. There's a lot farther than that. You gotta know who you're fighting, and most of you don't have any damn idea who the hell you're fighting. If you're fighting Obama, you're not gonna win. You're gonna get another puppet in place. So, anyways, I'm just gonna end this here. Thanks for watching. www.libertyunderattack.com. At PYR1776 on Twitter. Liberty Under Attack. .tumblr.com for Tumblr. www.facebook.com/LUA Truth. For my personal Facebook, just shoot me a message and I will be more than happy to accommodate you. Thanks. Liberty Under Attack out.